man was bitten by a venomous snake, but when the doctor offered him morphine for the pain, he refused immediately, not because he was tough, but because he had recently overcome a drug addiction. When he found out his girlfriend was pregnant, he decided to turn his life around. When he promised to take responsibility, she told him to stay away from her and the baby. Heartbroken, he still refused to give up on his promise. Later, he went alone to a fire station to apply for a firefighter position. At first, he was turned away without hesitation. Just as he was about to leave, the fire chief stopped him. The chief asked him one simple question: why did he want to become a firefighter? His answer was just as simple. He was about to become a father. He wanted his daughter to be proud of him. The chief finally agreed to give him a chance, but first he had to earn the team's respect. His first challenge was to run 10 kilometers uphill in under an hour. He was badly out of shape and clearly wasn't ready for such a brutal test. As expected, he started vomiting not long after the run began. By the time the other firefighters returned, he had made it only halfway. Everyone assumed he had quit. But just before time ran out, he showed up. He pulled out his phone and showed the chief a photo he had taken at the summit. At that moment, he earned the chief's respect. After returning home, he stopped at a grocery store, bought baby supplies, quietly left them on his girlfriend's doorstep, and walked away without saying a word. In the days that followed, Brandon trained relentlessly. He also continued leaving food for his girlfriend in secret, never expecting anything in return. Gradually, his efforts began to change how people saw him. Before long, Brandon had earned the respect of every member of the crew. He even helped the team earn the prestigious Granite Mountain Hotshots title. One day, as usual, he stopped by to leave something at his girlfriend's house. Just as he was about to leave, she called out to him. She had finally seen how much he had changed and accepted him with all her heart. She asked Brandon to hold their daughter. He desperately wanted to, but he was afraid his dirty clothes would stain her. Overcome with emotion, Brandon broke down in tears and sincerely apologized. Just when it seemed everything was finally falling into place, tragedy struck. The crew was dispatched to battle a massive wildfire. While the others worked to build containment lines, Brandon was assigned to monitor the changing wind conditions. Everyone believed it would be another routine fire. They cheerfully waved goodbye as he headed to his observation point. None of them realized it would be the last time they ever saw each other. When Brandon reached the lookout, he noticed the wind had suddenly shifted. The wildfire was racing straight toward the crew. He immediately radioed a warning, but the fire spread much faster than anyone expected. By the time the chief and the others realized the danger, their escape route had already been cut off. Surrounded by flames, the chief could only order everyone to deploy their fire shelters. After that, all they could do was hope for a miracle, but reality was merciless. When rescue crews finally reached the scene, they discovered 19 burned bodies. The news shattered Brandon. He wished he had died alongside his team, but because he was still alive, he knew he had one final duty to fulfill. Meanwhile, the families of the firefighters received the devastating news. They were heartbroken, yet they still clung to a small glimmer of hope.